And so when the principality comes, he looks for those who are prophets, and he begins to show them fair ladies. Meanwhile, he would have sent the demons to corrupt the fair ladies. And the fair lady is opening her lap, opening her cleavages. She doesn't know she's a messenger, because spirit cities are about to be built. And he knows that the prophet is vulnerable to the woman, because the weakness of the prophet is his eyes, just as his strength is his eyes. And that's why prophets must win the battle of immorality. Prophets must win the battle of immorality in order to bring government. You will see why a prophet can call a name and a phone number, but he has no power in that territory. In fact, himself will be a thief. Himself will be a liar, because he doesn't understand that it's a spirit city. It's a spirit city. And so they will send the demons, and the demons will enter the women and enter the men. Some of the men will spend hours in the gym. When they build their chest, they now wear singlet. I'm showing you something. The ladies who are prophetess, they will be swindled by those men because of their looks. And the men who are prophets, they will be swindled by those women because of their lap and their breast. What they don't know is that a program is going on. A program. You sent a message. You came somewhere to preach, and you connected with the sister. You gave her a word of knowledge, and you say, see me later, I need to impart you. It's a lie. Every impartation you want to give her there now. You didn't hear this. You didn't impart her when you were under the anointing. Is it when the anointing leaves from you, you want to go and impart her in the office? It's a program. Now, hear this. Even the lady in question knows that the prophet is liking her, but a demon is already manipulating her. And instead of running, she goes like a sheep, gullible. And then the same prophet is thinking he is smart, and he collects her number, sends her a message, and then arranges to meet her in the hotel. Both of them think they are smart, but they are puppets. They are part of a complex spiritual program that is being manipulated by a principality. A principality is about to win the territory. And you see, in 1 year, 40 genuine prophets fall. And because they have fallen, the quorum that they are supposed to create in the spirit, that principality will now take it and become the owner of that portion of the ecclesia. Every time those prophets minister, they no longer minister from God's frequency. They communicate the energy of that principality. And so the more those prophets preach, the more the principalities will take over. So even innocent believers who hear them will discover a prophet prophesied to them, and they start fornicating. And they don't know why. Because the prophet is not speaking the counsel of God. He's emitting the energy of a seductive spirit. I went somewhere to preach, and I saw a damsel. This young lady looked like an Indian. When I looked upon this lady, I thought maybe she came for that meeting to trust God to win a contract. Because everything about her showcased excellence and glory. But to my greatest dismay, the lady was seeking God to get married. I said, it's not possible. What do you mean? Unless every man in where you live is blind. How old are you? I'm 38 years old. What? Have you been locked up in your room all your life? How come? She said nobody has asked her out in the last 7 years. That was the day I discovered that there's a mystery about light and darkness. There's a mystery, great mystery. It was from that day that I came up with the understanding that it's not beauty that gets people married, it's favor. But you see, there are many people who don't have enough light. They spend all their money on hair, on eyelashes, and on fingernails. But when you have light, you will know that There's an economy that Esther had. That even when nobody should see the king, she broke protocol. And when she entered, the king stood up and said, the search is over.